It's Wednesday, that means it's time for another episode of WakeEd Wednesdays. In this week's episode, we're going to discuss year-round schools. Welcome, I'm Tim LaValle from WakeEd Partnership. And even though it's the second week of July, this week marks the start of a new school year for about 40,000 students in Wake County Public Schools. That's because they attend what's known as a year-round calendar school. So instead of a long summer break, they have 4 more frequent, shorter breaks built in throughout the school year. Wake County Public Schools offers the year-round calendar to provide flexibility for parents and to provide efficiency for the school system. From the parent perspective, parents may choose a year-round school because of the opportunity to have more frequent breaks throughout the year. Their student, they may decide, learns better rather than having one long time in session, having a shorter time in session and then a shorter break. Also, some believe that year-round school reduces the chance for what's known as the summer learning loss phenomenon, where after a 12-week break, students come back to school and they have lost some of the learning that they gained over the previous school year. From a facilities perspective, the school system offers year-round schools to provide increased capacity at a school if compared to how it would be if it were a traditional school. So for example, if you had a traditional calendar school that had a capacity of 800 students, in a year-round calendar, you could serve about 1,000 students enrolled at that school, even though about 800 students would ever be in session at any one time. And the school system achieves this by the way it groups its calendars. So for example, right now, there are 3 groups of students in session at any of the year-round schools. And those groups are referred to as tracks. And so you have track 1, track 2, and track 3 in session right now. There's a 4th track assigned to that school, and those students are out of session. They're on their first break of the school year. Their first day of school will happen at the end of July, and as they come into session, the track 3 students will actually go out of session, and that off-session time is called track out. And so that pattern will follow itself throughout the rest of the school year. So in 3 weeks, track 4 will start, and track 3 will go out. Then 3 weeks after that, track 3 will resume session, and track 2 will track out and go off session. And again, that pattern continues throughout the year. By January, all 4 tracks have had 2 sessions and 2 breaks. And then by the end of the next school year, around June 30th, all of the sessions will have had 4 9-week periods in and 4 approximately 3-week periods out. The school system does this in areas, not just in areas where there's overcrowding, but also all throughout the county. So if you're a parent who's interested in a year-round calendar school, for example, look for the application period that opens around January or February, where you can submit an online application and ask for a reassignment to a year-round school. And the school staff will make a decision, and then the next school year, if it's approved, your child will go to a year-round calendar school starting in July. If you're familiar with year-round schools and you have an opinion, feel free to leave it in the comments below. If you like this video, click the thumbs up, and if you'd like to be more active, you can actually share this video on your social media platforms as well to spread the word about year-round schools. I'll see you next Wednesday.